And perhaps just two last aspects. If I can ask that photo 133 of Exhibit B be shown. It appears on page 100 of the bundle. In fact, from photo 120, so photo 120. You can start at 112, right through to 120, 112. Is on page 89, my lord, of Exhibit B. Can you just describe what appears there on
That's photo number?
photo number 112 of Exhibit B?
Awuchazele ukuthi ubonani lapha kulesi sithombe.
Ngibona amakani otshwala.
It's alcohol cans a lot.
There's also page photo 114, as I said, up to 1120.
Photo number?
It's 114.
Yes.
115. And let's say right through up to 120. Did you partake of any alcohol on the day in question?
Bale langa ke ngaba ekutshwala nawa uyingxenye yini.
Yebo ngangingxenye abantu abasasiphuza ngabo endlini.
Yes, I was a part of people that we were drinking with inside the house.
Do you remember what you were drinking?
Usakhumbula ukuthi nani phuzana?
Yebo ngiyakhumbula.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yebo.
Mina no Senzo sasiphuza Heineken.
Myself and Senzo were drinking Heineken.
Then ukhele phuza iSmirnoff what lo kusemakani na lo keep Smirnoff Guarana or Smirnoff Ice lo.
And Kelly was drinking that silver can, which is Smirnoff. I'm not sure Smirnoff what, but it's Smirnoff that which appears there on the photo.
Then umthoko beno Zandi. I think babe phuza I Hunters Gold.
You are very fast for me.
Sorry.
Okay.
You and Senzo drank Heineken,
Yeah.
and then
Kelly drank that Smirnoff, which is appearing there.
Smirnoff Ice.
Utumthoko no Zandi we put. Okay, Aslin.
yes,
Umthoko no Zandi bephuzana ibona.
Ngayiphuza Hunters Gold.
Umthoko and Zandi were drinking Hunter's Gold.
yes.
Right. Can you tell the court what was your state of sobriety
Ngabe wawusisiphi
when the incident happened?
ngenkathi ke kwenzeka lokho ngabe wawukusiphi ke isimo angithi awuphuzile so wawukusiphi ke isimo
Ngasiphuzile but ngangiyibona into eyenzakalayo. Hayi ngoba ngangidakile. Sasiphuzile kodwa ngangiyibona into eyenzakalayo.
Yes, we drank alcohol, not that I was drunk, but I could see what was happening.
No, my lord. The witness said, "Ngangiphuzile."
Sasiphuzile.
Yes.
Sasiphuzile.
Ngangiphuzile. Then that must be interpreted correctly.
Ngangiphuzile noma sasiphuzile.
Sasiphuzile.
Not in
Beke ngakusho uqangisa njengoba ngimention ukuthi umuntu wayephuzani ngeke ngiphinde futhi ngithi sasiphuzile. Cause sengimention ukuthi lo wayephuza ukuthi okumele ngiphinde kaningi.
Must I repeat that all the time?
Cause
Because
sengimentionile ukuthi ubani wayephuza ini.
I've already said who was drinking what.
Advocate Mchololo, is it still subject to debate that he drank liquor, because that much he say.
My apologies, my lord. I was actually speaking to the interpreter to say the interpretation should say I was drunk. I was not correcting the witness, my lord. I was talking to the interpreter.
The witness is saying now, but saying it's soft, my lord. I never said that. He's just saying to me now, I never said that.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes?
Can it just perhaps be put on record for clarity? It was interpreted as I drank, but I was not drunk.
Angathi kuzovele ngichaze kanje yebo sasiphuze endlini.
Yes, we were drinking in the house.
Kuzwakala kangcono.
Maybe it sounds better.
Yes. But you
Honestly, I think state is really wasting the cost time. The witness put it he says, saspuzile. It's what the defense of number 3 want to say. It means saspuzile, means you were drunk. It's what the defense of number 4 want to say.
You are literally putting words into the witness's mouth.
With due respect, Your Lordship, can you just play that part?
I'm not Zulu, but Puza. I know what
No,
Puza is.
thank you. Puza.
And
Puza.
I know Puzile is drinking in the past tense. But drinking and getting drunk are not one and the same thing.
Your Lordship, the
So
defense of
don't
number
put words.
4, 5 says
You
the witness said,
will get a
"Sapuzile."
chance. You will get a chance to cross-examine him. Let him give evidence. If he is contradicting himself, note it. That's why you have a pen and a paper. Note it down.
Thank you, Your Lordship.
Yeah. Yes,
I think it's,
Mr. Matlala.
Yes, Lord.
You can hear we are now fighting because of what you are saying. There's an issue around what was done, drinking, and you had the interpretation by Mr. Tobani.
Yes.
He says it means you were drunk. Can you give us your side of the story? He is still going to cross-examine you, but can you give us for now your side of the story?
Angizomchazela. I will explain it to him.
Yes?
If ungathenga amakana ethu ngiphuza, ngiyaphuza ngithi. If sengiyichaza ngokulandelayo, angeke ngithi ngangaphuzile because ngaphuza amakana ethu or I3.
So I don't understand him. Let me start there. If I were to buy it, and now when I make mention of that, I'm gonna say it as in something that happened, that I drank the 2 cans. So what is he saying? I don't understand.
He's saying what you mean. You heard him. He's saying it means you were drunk.
Oh, wena uthi wawuphuzile, yena kuyashintsha ukuthi wawudakiwe.
Angicabanga ukuthi kube ngangidakiwe ngangizokwazi ukusuka ngibalekele ekamereni ngangizokwazi ukuthi isithathu senzo simambise esibhedlela if ngangidakiwe ngangizakulaliswa embedeni musa.
I don't think that if I was drunk, I would have been able to run to the bedroom. And if I was drunk, we would have been in a position to take Senzo and transport him to hospital. Ekugcineni wathini ngombhede ngokulala embhedeni? Ukhuluma ngombhede ekugcineni uthini ngombhede? Wazalala embhedeni.
Babezwa ngangizolaliswa.
Okay, they were going to take me to the bed for me to sleep if I was drunk.
yes, just clarify this matter once and for all. What was the state of sobriety?
Asikhulume ngalolu daba ke okugcina ke. So wawukwisiphi ke isimo ngoba uphuzile wawukwisiphi ke isimo?
Ngangisesimeni sokuthi ngikwazi ukuhamba ngiyayibona yonke into eyenzakala ngangayenza noma yini.
Okay, I was my position was as follows, that I was able to walk or to see what was happening and to do whatever.
Yes.
And just finally, Mr. Madlala, were you at any point after the incident placed in the witness protection?
Ingaba sikhona-ke isikhathi la emuva kwesehlakalo la bakuthatha khona-ke bakusa kwi-witness protection?
Ya sikhona isikhathi la ngaya khona kuyileyo kwi-protection la ngangikhona la ngangiswe khona.
Yes, there was a stage where I was taken there.
Do you remember more or less when was that and more or less when was that?
Usakhumbula ukuthi kwakunini?
Angisawakhumbula ama-date, ngiyakhumbula kodwa indawo ngayiswa kuyona, ngiyabakhumbula nabantu abangiyisa, ngiyakhumbula nebhune lazongilanda lingihlanganisa nalabantu, ngiyakhumbula konke.
Indawo uthi, oh, i-date ongayikhumbula. I don't remember the date. I remember the place where I was taken to. I remember the person or the people that took me there, as well as the white gentleman that took me and to go and to take me to other people.
And for how long were you in the witness protection program?
Wawulapho-ke isikhathi esingakanani?
Ngenxa yokuthi babe sebehluleka ukwenza izinto abangithembise zona. Nanokuthi bengihlala ngedwa eMlazi. So ngihlala isikhathi esincane lapha ya. I think buma 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Ngakhansela leyo witness.
Because
protection.
they had failed, my lord, to keep their promises, and also the fact that I was staying alone in Umlazi. So I think it was about 2 to 3 weeks, and then I cancelled my stay in that protection program.
And just finally, Mr. Madlala, did you know accused number 4 before the number 2, sorry, before the incident?
Ngaphambilini kwesehlakalo lesi-ke ummangalo lo wesibili umuntu ubukade umazi? No.
Thank you, my lord. That will be all. It's almost time for the short adjournment. We can take an adjournment at this stage.
We are to adjourn for tea. I will request the 3 of you to establish the true position. You all don't recognize, represent yourselves. You, Mr. Balo, you represent the state, and your colleagues likewise represent the parties that are involved, the accused, the different accused, maybe together with their families. The incident this morning outside my door is uncalled for. We need to know whether any of the parties involved want somebody here who is not here for now. And if so, what I know is that Advocate Tefo withdrew. And from that withdrawal, I haven't received anything that that should belie the appearances I'm seeing before me. At the same time, I don't want an appearance that there are people that are being eliminated from participation in this trial, in line with the law, in line with the inclination of the parties, subject to the rules applicable to hearings before courts of law. Because the way it's coming, it's haphazard, it doesn't lend a good image to the whole process. So I will ask all of you to come together, find out whether what happened outside my door has to do with any of the parties who have an interest in this case. I've always been saying from the beginning that we all don't represent ourselves. We'll adjourn for tea.
To come to court, because if I remember, Advocate Baloyi said he told him he's here in regard to 375. As a court basis.
I confirm that, my lord. He intimated that he's representing one of the family members of the Meyiwa, and that he's here for, as I mentioned, 375-1 of 2019. However, as we indicated this morning, that the proper procedure would be as it was followed when there was a previous watching brief, that the same procedure should be followed, my lord, in light of the fact that the family member is a potential witness.
Actually, he's the one who insisted that watching brief on behalf of people who have not testified yet should be outside,
Yes.
should not feature as watching briefs.
Indeed, my lord, that is a position, and
Okay. No, I just didn't want a situation where we are keeping somebody out when there's a party who wants him inside.
as the court pleases, I think in brief, the same procedure that was followed with the previous watching brief should be followed in the current matter.
Okay.
Then the second issue, my lord, before we start with cross-examination, there's been a request from members of the media seeking clarity regarding the taking of photos during adjournment, and they've just requested that, you know, that aspect be clarified, my lord.
Well, for me, the situation over adjournment should be dependent on the whims of those being photographed. I think prime most will be the three of you, the accused, and members of the family. Remember that generally there's a rule around taking photos within certain distances from courthouses. And it is through this special permission that we allowed this to be here. But when we allow that, we cannot enforce it on anyone who is against it, who is in the courtroom. If they are opposed to it, they have the right to oppose it.
As a court pleases.
As a court pleases, I do agree with the court that we cannot, on the previous occasion, we gave him instructions to argue that the watching brief of one of the witnesses be, to leave the court, and the court made such order. And I also agree with the court that it depends with the persons who are taking photos during adjournment. I requested them, humbly so, that I requested the journalist, humbly so. We don't want, and the accused don't want to be taking photos, whether it's during adjournment or during proceedings, because it is concerning even the issue of what is transpired with regard to identity in court, pointing out in court with regard to testimony of the witnesses, because the faces of our clients are all over the media. That is the main concern we try to avoid, Your Lordship. Thank you.
Okay. I take it you have no comment, Advocate.
No comment, my lord.
Okay.
It hasn't affected my client. I'll deal with the situation when it affects my client, my lord.
Advocate Baloyi.
As the court pleases, the witness can just come in. We have concluded the examination in chief of this witness, ma'am.
As the court please, Your Lordship, I apologize the way I will ask my cross-examination, because I will be all over the show as the witness was all over the show. I apologize. It's not how I do things. They're not in sequence, if the court allows me. If I may proceed, Your Lordship.
Yeah.
Sir? Yes, sir. Yesterday, or actually, let me put it this way. The day you came to court first time, when you started to testify, where were you coming from? Because you told the court that you are originally from Umlazi.
We object against that question. We have raised the issue of the security of the witness, and we submit, my lord, that will compromise the safety of the witness. It is also on the same footing as their request for the flight ticket, my lord. We request that that question should be disallowed.
There you are.
Your Lordship, I'm not saying you must be specific. I'm saying maybe I must rephrase the question to say, how far were you coming from when you came to court on Tuesday? Because besides being in Gauteng or being anywhere else, how far?
Once again, my lord, we don't really want to interfere with Marlene's friend's cross-examination. Firstly, as I said, it will compromise the security of the witness, and then secondly, my lord, I don't see the relevance of the question.
Your Lordship, for the sake of progress, I'll leave that question, because it is even the same witness testimony that he decided to go out of witness protection program. The reason why I asked you that question, I put it to you that, in fact, you were in Gauteng. A witness will come and testify and tell the court that you were in Gauteng from previous week, Thursday.
Wena ke bukadula eGoli uthi unofakazi ke ozoza zotshela inkantolo ukuthi wena ula eGoli kusukela kwiviki eliphelile ngolesi Thursday or Tuesday.
Thursday, sir.
Kwiviki eliphelile ngolesine.
What's your comment?
Amangalihlaza lawo.
Those are lies.
Do you have
You say on Thursday?
last week Thursday, Your Lordship? Yes. Do you have a flight ticket with you?
Ngicamthi likhona ithikithi endlini la ngihleli khona.
I think that
Nalo ayinokuthi ngicamthi khona likhona endlini.
I do have it. Not that I think I do have it. The ticket is there where I currently am.
If the court allows and the state agrees, may you kindly, on the next occasion, bring the same ticket You don't have to show the place you're coming from. You can only show the date to the parties before the court.
Lokho ke kuzoxhomekeka ke ekuthini inkantolo iyavuma nokuthi ke umshushisi naye ke uyavuma kodwa yacela kuma ngabe uphinde ubuyele enkantolo uze nalo ke noma ke indawo lena ke awivezanga la ubuya khona kodwa ufuna ubona nje i-date kodwa ke lokho kusekuthini inkantolo iyakuvumela yini.
Ngicela ukubuza ngizofika nalo kusasa ngiphiki lokho. Ngizolikhombisa bani? Ngingancamele ngelikhombisa ijudge.
I just want to know, I can bring the ticket tomorrow, but who am I going to show it to? I would rather show it to the judge.
Thank you.
It's not my style to answer questions from witnesses, but for the sake of progress, you are correct that you'll show it to the court.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Lordship. You testify that the deceased went for trials in Johannesburg and they took him from D section. Scouts took him from D section. Which year was that?
Ushilo ke ukuthi uSenzo ke weza eGoli lama trials futhi ke ama scouts ambona noma amthatha e D section. Kwakuwuphi unyaka lo?
Angwazi unyaka wakuphi.
I don't know which year it was.
Sir? I put it to you that you told the court that you and Senzo, you were friends, you were close, correct?
Ushilo ke inkantolo ukuthi nani uthe okumngane wakho omkhulu ngithi.
Yebo.
That's correct. That's true.
And you further said that Senzo was lucky. You led character evidence and you said Senzo was lucky. What do you mean by that?
Ubusho ukuthini ke uma ngabe uthi ke uSenzo wayenenhlanhla noma wayelucky?
Izinto zakhe bezenzeka ngokusheshsha.
Things happened quick for him, or his things just happened quick.
And you further said that he was a good person, correct?
Ushilo nokuthi ke wayemuntu uthema umchazo wathi umuntu onenhliziyo enhle.
Qiniso lelo.
That's the truth.
Yes.
Thank you. You further said that you knew where he was staying in Malbaten, correct?
Ushilo nokuthi wawumazi la wayehlala khona eMalbathini.
Yebo iqiniso.
That's true.
Yes.
If you said Senzo was, you and Senzo, you were close from the younger age, did Senzo tell you everything about his life?
Na uma ngabe uthi ke nani abangani kusukela ke nisebancane ngabe uSenzo wayitshela yonke into ngempilo yakhe.
Ayikho into ebeke singayixoxi nayo Senzo.
There was nothing that we didn't discuss, me and Senzo.
So you also knew that Zandi was staying with Senzo and Kelly in Malbaten, correct?
Wawukwazi wawuyazi ke naleyo ukuthi uZandi bayehlala kanye noSenzo kanye noKelly eMalbathini.
Angiyazi leyo ngazi ukuthi wayehlala noKelly.
I don't know about that. The only thing I know is that he was staying with Kelly.
I put it to you that there will be a witness who will testify that Zandi was staying with them and she had her own bedroom in that unit.
Ngiyakutshela ke futhi ke ukhona nofakazi ke ozoza ke athi uZandi wayehlala kanye nabo futhi eno camera lakhe kuleyo unit leyo.
Lokho ngikushiso ukuthi nginezizathu singangavakasha kabili eMalbathini. Okuqala ngifikile ngangifike nomuntu engithandana naye.
Okay, bambe lapho. I am saying this for a reason. I visited Malbathini twice. The first time I visited there, I had gone with my partner, person that I'm in love with or in a relationship with.
Isizathu ngisho njalo masifikile uSenzo wayeleli noKelly ngala thina salaliswa kulenye ibedroom of which lapha ama bedroom ayi2. So wayekuphi lo muntu enithi wayehlala khona ngimbonanga mina khathi ngifikile.
The reason for that, my lord, being that when I arrived there or when we got there, Senzo and Kelly slept in the one bedroom, myself and my partner were in the other bedroom. So, and there are 2 bedrooms, only 2 bedrooms there. So where was this person you're referring to that she was staying there?
Sir,
Yes sir.
I did say a witness will come and testify to that effect. I further put it to you that I will be correct to say Senzo also told you about his policies because you said you talked everything with him.
Nanjengoba uthi ke ayikho enaningayixoxe noSenzo ke wayekutshela ke nangama policy akhe.
Mapha amapolisi angikwazi amapolisi wakhe.
Which policies? I don't know about his policies.
Yes. When I'm talking about policies, I talk about insurance policies and life cover policies.
Ngikhuluma ke ngama insurance policies kanye nama life cover.
Angicabanga ukuthi kuzobaleka lokho ukuthi angitshele ngama policies wakhe because kwakawakhe awahlangani nami.
I don't think that would have been important for him to tell me about his policies because those were his policies. It had nothing to do with me.
I further put it to you, the witness will come and testify that Kelly and Senzo took a life cover for Senzo, and Kelly was the signatory and the beneficiary thereof.
Kwalofakazi ke noma khona ke ufakazi ozozaka azotshela inkantolo ukuthi uKelly kanye noSenzo bahamba ke beyovula ke life cover bevulela yena ke uSenzo futhi ke i-beneficiary ko uyena uKelly uye nomuntu futhi owasayinda khona lapho.
I-witness ayize izokusho lokho njengoba sengishilo ukuthi ama-insurance waSenzo nama-life policies waSenzo ayingahlangene nami because nami ngangamtsheli ngawami noma ngezinto zami ezihlangene nama-insurance or nani nani.
Let the witness come and tell the court that because as I said that his policies, his life covers had nothing to do with me as well as in my case, my policies or my life insurances had nothing to do with him.
Thank you, Justice. Sir, the witness will let me put it this way. If you said you were very close with Senzo and you talked everything, you talked about everything, did you know his friends who were also close to him those who were playing football with him?
Uma ngabuthi ke nani nani abangani abakhulu ke ingaba wawazi yini ama friends akhe la ayedlala nawo ibhola?
uSenzo njengoba bese ngisho ukuthi umuntu onenhliziyo enhle even eclubini ubezwana nawo wonke umuntu so I don't think ube nomuntu oyisitha bezwana nawo wonke umuntu uSenzo even umuntu abantu bangaphandle.
As I've already said or mentioned that Senzo had a good heart. Senzo was good with everybody. He didn't have an enemy. Even people from outside, Senzo got along with them.
Sir, listen to the question, please. Okay? I'm saying, is there any person who was playing football with Senzo who was close to him?
Engikusho noma engikubuzayo kuwena ke ukuthi ukhona yini kulabo ayedlala nabo ibhola aye close naye?
Bakhona.
There are or there were.
May you kindly mention few?
Uma ungachaza nje abambalwa.
bezwana no Itobile Nkhune,
Itumele Nkhune,
no Siyabonga Sangweni.
Siyabonga Sangweni.
Yes?
A witness will come and testify that Zandi, while she was staying with Kelly and Senzo in one bed, in the one unit, Zandi had her own bedroom. That witness will come and tell the court that Kelly instructed Zandi to guard Senzo while she's busy with her music career issues.
Kwalofakazi ke uzuza azothi uZandi wayehlala kanye nabo kule unit leyo. Uzoqhubeka ke asethi uKelly wabe esetshela ke uZandi leke melayela ke uZandile ukuthi agade uSenzo ngalesikhathi yena ke eqhubeka ke necareer yakhe yo music.
Lungile ngiyakuzwa lokho. But mina bengekho lapho.
It's cool, it's okay, I hear that, but I wasn't there.
That is why ngingayazi leyo nto because mina mangifikile ngikubonanga lokho ngaleso sikhathi. Ngakho ngingakwazi.
Hence, I don't know that because on my arrival or when I arrived, I didn't see that. That is why I know nothing about it.
Fair enough. That's very good. That's an honest answer. It's fair answer you gave. I put it to you that the same witness will come and tell the court that, and Senzo was complaining that the way Kelly is doing things, complaining about Kelly, that Kelly or put someone to guard him in whatever things he does.
Kwalofakazi ke uzoza azothi ke uSenzo ke kwakungamphathile kahle ke lokho into ke ebeyikhuluma ke esho ukuthi akumphathile kahle noma kumphathi kahle ke ngendlela uKelly enza ngayo ukuthi ke abeke umuntu ukuthi kube nomuntu ombhekayo nobomgadayo.
Angikwazi lokho njengoba singachaza ekuqaleni iwitness leyo yiyo ezozizochazela inkantolo. Njengoba nami ngizile ngizochazela inkantolo engikwaziyo.
I don't know about that. As I've previously mentioned, that witness will come and inform the court, just like I came to inform the court about what I know.
Furthermore, that witness will come and testify that at the end, Senzo ended up having relationship with Zandi as well. He had sexual relationship with Zandi because Kelly has been away for a long time.
Kwaloyo fakazi ke uzoza azotshela inkantolo ke ukuthi egcineni ke kwase kwenzeka ke ukuthi uSenzo aseqhubeka esethandana ke naye ke uZandi futhi ke kwase elala kanye naye ke uZandi ngenxa yokuthi ke uKelly ebengekho isikhathi eside.
Angeke ngakuphika lokho, angeke ngakuvuma because ngiyamazi uSenzo ubewathanda amantombazana.
I would never deny that. I would never admit to that because I know that Senzo loved women.
And you know very well that Senzo was married, correct?
Uyakwazi nokuthi uSenzo wayeshadile ngithi?
Yebo ngiyakwazi.
Yes, I do know.
According to all this, I just put it to you. Does that still make him a good person?
Kuko konke lokho ke ngabe kusamenza
Made
ke
him, yes. Sorry, interpreter. Sorry, sir. Does that made him a good person? According to what I just said now.
What is the relevance of Senzo's character? I mean, especially now that he's not there to defend himself.
Your Lordship.
Why would we climb onto a deceased person?
Thank you, Your Lordship. It's what I'm concerned with, I swear.
But that's what you are busy doing.
But let me finish my submission.
No. I want to know the reason why you are
Yes, let
doing
me
that
give you the reason, Your
before-
Lordship.
Come again?
Let me give you the reason.
Yeah.
Is this the state that allowed the witness to lead such a character evidence?
Character of
The witness
Senzo.
said Senzo was a good person, and the state allowed that. Now, cross-examination is based on what the witness said.
No, I won't allow that.
I agree with the court I will withdraw the question, but the court should have also stopped the state
No,
from...
you were here.
Your Lordship,
You are not a referee. If you are objecting to anything, you are there to rise. And I didn't take it as character evidence. He was just saying Senzo was a good person. I didn't think you would view it to be character evidence that has to be attacked. But I disallow what you are.
Thank you.
Especially against somebody who is deceased.
Thank you, Your Lordship. I will withdraw. I agree with the court.
Let's proceed.
Thank you, Your Lordship. The day you arrived in Johannesburg, the day you arrived, when you came from KZN, you told the court that you arrived around what time?
Uthe konje ngaleli langa ufika ngalo ke. Angithi ushilo ukuthi wafika le-Spruit View ubuye KZN. Uthi wafika ngobani isikhathi?
Kwasekuntambama.
It was already in the evening.
What time, sir?
Isikhathi.
Mangenza into beke ngachaza phela ngaphambilini. Akuyona yonke into engithi mangenza njalo ngibuka isikhathi, mangenza into ngibuka isikhathi. Ngisuke ngenaso isizathu sokwenza lokho.
I mentioned this previously that each and every time I do something, I don't look at the time. And there's no reason, or there would be no reason for me to do that.
The reason why I'm asking you this question, the witness will come and testify that you, Senzo, Zandi, and Kelly, including Togozis, came to the party of Roy in Santen.
The party of who?
Roy, the party of Roy Mahomusa in Santen.
Well, lo fakazi ke noma ke kunofakazi ke ozoza ke lo fakazi uzotshela inkantolo ukuthi wena uSenzo uZandi uKelly kanye noMtho naya kwiphathi yakhe uRoy Mahamutsa eSantin.
Yazi angiyazi le nto ngiyaqala nokuyizwa. Ephathini makuyiphathi iba iphathi ngabantu. So ama players abeka lapho nawo angeza azothettify ukuthi akangibona ni kuleyo party. Sasingakayi ephathini. Nama ngahlaza lawo ngawamela ngisho kwamela.
When there is a party, or a party is a party by having people, by people being there, and even the players that were there, they should come forward, or they can come forward and say whether they saw me there or was I there. I would even stand for that, because those are lies.
Just ukugcwalisela kuleyo ndawo. Mase sibhedlela this guy wabuza uMthoko wathi Mthoko kodwa beningizingani kodwa ephathini.
Just to complete that, whilst we were in hospital, there's this one gentleman who inquired from Togo, and Togo, why didn't you guys come to the party?
Your Lordship, that's hearsay, and may it be expunged.
Yes.
Sir, I put it to you that we went to Santen where there was a party, the venue of the party, and all of you waited in the car outside the venue because Mandisa, Senzo's wife, was in the party as well at the venue.
Na ya ke ephathini lapho uma senifika ke lapho ephathini eSantin ninonke ke nahlala nalinda emotweni imbangela ke ukuthi ningaphuma emotweni ngoba unkosikazi kaSenzo uMandisa wayekhona lapho naye.
Ayimphinde ngichazele mnumzane. Mina angikazi ngiyephathini angikana ukuthi kunjani kumkanjani lapho. Ngiyaphinda ngiyakusho angikaze ngiyokusho ngezinoma inini lokho angiyana ukuthi iphathi enjani.
I don't even know how the party looked like. Let me say this again to you. I had never attended a party. I wasn't there.
I think you misunderstood my question. The witness will come and testify that he saw you and others, including Senzo, outside the venue. He came to you by the Senzo's car.
Ngicabanga-
Cela
okay.
uphinde ngikuchazele futhi mnumzane. Amangalihlaza lawo. Mayikhona witness nami ngizobe ngikhona. Ayikho nje into enjalo ayikaze yenzeke. Amangalihlaza. Ngathathwa imoto mina saya sadlula la sathenga utshwala sase sefoslo. Leyo nje oyishoyo noma leyo witness eyishoyo. Ngiyajabula mangasibe la. Uphinde kube khona nabantu ebashoyo babe khona nabo.
I would be happy if that witness would be here, as well as the people that the witness mentioned that they were there. I was never at the party. When they picked me up, we went to buy the alcohol, and from there we went to Four Slaughters.
Sir, you're thinking ahead about what I will ask you. And I never asked you whether from where they pick you up, you went straight to buy beers and went home. I put it to you that
Ngiyaphinda ngiyaphendula mnumzane. Amangalihlaza lawo.
I am saying to you again, those are lies.
and you just testified. It's a bit, maybe it was not interpreted, but you said you can even be here when the witness come and testify. You're no more scared of your safety now?
Ingaba awusasabi yini uqeda ukusho ke ukuthi ungala uma leyo witness leyo ingeza izokhuluma lokho nawe ke ungalana awusasabi yini manje
Ukusaba ukuthini mhlambe?
scared for
For your safety.
For
Safety.
safety.
Say,
Ngisenkantolo nje manje ngingasaba kanjani enkantolo?
I'm in court. How can I be scared in court?
say, I put it to you, that witness, he will testify that the reason why you waited outside, because Senzo didn't want his wife to see him because he was with Kelly and you guys.
Leyo fakazi ke uzoqhubeka ke kufakazi bakhe athi imbangela yokuthi nalinda ngaphandle ke noma nema ngaphandle kwawukuthi uSenzo wayengafuni ukuthi unkosikazi wakhe ambone kanye noKelly kanye futhi nani ke.
Ngiyaphinda ngikhulumela mina futhi. Bengingekho lapho.
Again, I'm speaking for myself. I wasn't there.
It is correct that you made several statements with regard to the alleged incident that took place on that day.
Kuyinjalo noma
evening.
kuyiqiniso ukuthi wenza ke istatement ezimbalwa mali nalokho okwenzeka ngaleli langa.
Yebo.
That's correct.
You further mentioned that on the day of the alleged incident, you made your first statement, correct?
Ushilo nokuthi ke esokuqala istatement sakho wasenza ngaleli langa leli isehlakalo senzeka ngalo.
Yebo, ukhona iphoyisa lalikhona lalibhala lingibuza libhala.
Yes, there was a police officer who was asking me questions and writing down.
Yeah.
And you told the court, you testified that it was Kelly who sent you money to come to Foslorus, correct?
Ushilo nokuthi ke uKelly ke umuntu owakuthumela imali ukuthi uze eFoslorus.
Yebo.
That's correct.
And you further testified that after the money was sent, it took a while to come through, but after you phoned Senzo, it came through. The day Senzo asked you to come to Foslorus, correct?
Ushilo nokuthi ke kwathatha isikhathi ukuthi imali leni uyithole. Kodwa ke uze wafonela uSenzo emuva kokuthi ukhulumile noSenzo ke wase uyithola ke imali noma wase uthola ke umntwana ukuthi imali ingenile.
uSenzo mefona wangibuza ukuthi uKelly useyifakile imali ngoba ngalelo langa bebezodlala igame ngeSaturday.
Okay, asibambe lapho. When Senzo called me, he wanted to know whether Kelly had deposited the money because they were going to play a game on that day, that Saturday.
Then ngamtshela ukuthi imali ayikangeni efonini, akangeni message efonini yami.
I then informed him that I haven't received any message yet to confirm that the money had been deposited.
Then wadrop ucingo wathi ima ngifonela uKheli. Wasefonela uKheli ke. The time esefonela uKheli yangena imali kimi.
He then dropped the call or said to me that let me call Kelly. Whilst he was busy contacting Kelly or calling Kelly, that's when I received the notification message.
Then mesebuyela back kimi uSenzo ngamtshela ukuthi imali singenile.
Then when Senzo called me back or got back to me, I informed him that the money has been deposited.
That is why ke ngithi imali ngayifakela uKheli because uSenzo mengifonela uKheli useyifakelile imali. That is why ngithi uKheli wangifakela imali.
Hence, I am saying that Kelly is the person who deposited the money for me because Senzo inquired from me, has Kelly deposited the money already or yet?
Yes.
You further testify that you told, the day the money came through, you told Senzo that it was already late, you'll come the following day, correct?
Ushiva futhi nakubufakazi bakho ke ukuthi ngaleli langa imali oyithola ngalo wamtshela wena ke uSenzo ukuthi sekulate uzoza ngelanga elilandelayo.
Yebo ngakusho lo.
Yes, I said that.
I'll show you one of the statements, I'll lay the basis, your lordship. I'll show you one of your statements you made. It's A49 in brackets 1. If may the state provide the witness with the statement. Do you have the statement in front of you? Can you look at the last page, the one that is ending at 29, paragraph 29.
29.
The last page.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah, paragraph 29.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that your signature at the end there?
When was I never pay?
Yeah, the signature yami.
Yes, it is mine.
What is the date there on the
Date.
statement?
It's in lapid date, a statement. License.
2014-11-02.
2014-11-02.
Who wrote that statement?
Ubani owasibhala.
Angisakhumbula ukuthi bani manje njengoba ngithi bebaningi abantu abangenza statement.
I can't recall as to who wrote it. As I've previously mentioned, that
Okay.
quite a few statements, people took statements from me.
Sorry to interrupt. Basically, I want to find out, is it you wrote the statement or someone wrote it on your behalf?
Ufuna nje ukwazi ukuthi ingabe mhlasimbene asithi wena wayibhalela wena noma wawukhuluma wena kube unomuntu obhalayo la.
So lokho waqala nje lento akekho umuntu angaze ngizibhalele.
Ever since this started, I never wrote it on my own.
Bengikhuluma nje kubhala.
I would speak and they would write.
Can you see the name of the person there again on the last page? The name of the commissioner of oath there?
Uyabona igama elibhaliwe la. Umuntu lo athi
Because this one of mine is
Ngiyabona igama but angiboni kahle.
I can't see properly. I see there's a name, but I
Ngiyabona.
can see, but I can't see properly as to what's written there.
Yeah, you're correct, because even mine is not clear. That's why I thought yours is original, you'll see. Okay, let's go on. After this statement was made, was taken from you, were you happy with the statement, correct?
Emuva kokuthi ke kwabhalwa phansi lokho okusho wena ke ingaba onelisekile yini oqhusekile yini lokho okubhaliwe
You were
phansi.
happy with the statement.
Kuba happy kanjani?
In which way, in which sense? Can you explain to me?
You were happy with the contents of the statement because you attached the signature on it, correct?
Ngalokho okubhaliwe lana ngoba emuva kwalokho wase usayinda.
Ziningi njengokutshela ukuthi sekwenziwe istatement eziningi. Sometimes omunye umuntu akangitshela ukuthi uthathe istatement, angibuza imibuzo abebhala phansi, angithi.
As I've already mentioned that quite a few people took statements, and the other person wouldn't tell me that they are taking a statement, would just ask me questions and then write down.
Sir, please, don't play with the court's time or be evasive. It's common cause that you made several statements. The question is, were you happy with that statement because you attached your signature? That's the simplest question.
Mbuzo wami.
If uthi bengihappy esanini statement angalokuthi njengoba sengibona idate nje manje ngithi sengenza istatement eziningi. So angisikhumbuli zonke istatement engizenzile. But sengenze eziningi and sekushintsha abantu abaningi kule case le.
I've made many statements and quite a few, many people have been changed. So I can't, I can see the date here, but as I'm saying that I made many statements.
Again, please, that's not the question. The question is, were you happy with that statement because you attached your signature? Were you happy with it?
Indaba yokuba happy hlezi ngihappy mina. So mawungibuza ukuthi I was happy now. Ufuna ukuthini? Ngizokhumbula ukuthi ngangijabulile ngalelo langa.
Will I be able to remember whether I was happy on that day? Because I'm always happy. So what do you mean?
Were you satisfied and happy with the contents of that statement? Hence, you attached your signature.
Wawanelisekile yini ilokho okubhaliwe phansi ingakho ke usuze wabe uyasayina nokusayina ngokuthi ukhulumile wabhala lo bhalayo emuva kwalokho ke wabe wayithola ukuthi no wenelisekile ingakho nje wabe wase usayinda ilokho okubhaliwe phansi.
Ngasayina isignature lela eyami impela. Angiphiki lokho.
I don't deny.
Manje angazi methi bengihappy ngizochaza ngithini. Ngithi I was happy.
Indeed
Ngizoba happy kanjani kusho umngani wami?
Mr. Madlala.
Yes.
The word happy here is doesn't have the meaning I seem to think you have in mind.
Yes.
Happy, I think he went on to use the word satisfied. In other words, were you of a mind that what you told is what is written? That is the context of happy.
okufuna ukwaziwa lana ne angithi ubukhuluma wena usho kulomuntu okwenzeka ebhala phansi yena emuva kwakho konke lokho ke wabe esecela ke ukuthi usayinda ngokusayinda uthi lokhu okubhaliwe lana impela yikona lokhu ebengikutshela kona wenelisekile ngaleyo ndlela yini ukuthi lokhu okubhalile noma lokhu okulana yebo yilokhu bine ngikutshela kona ukuneliseka noma lokho happy ke ukhulunywa ngaleyo ndlela ukuthi akukho nje ukuthi hayi cha lokhu akushiwonga mina cha lokhu wenelisekile ukuthi lokho okubhaliwe yikona lokho bengikusho kuwena ingakho ngisayinda.
My lord ake ngithi kulungile ngendlela afuna ngiphephe ngiyipi.
Okay, let
kanjani and I was satisfied.
me
So.
Yes?
Thank you, Your Lordship. And the statement was read back to you before you signed it.
ingabe
Correct.
ngaphambilini kokuthi akucela ukuthi usayinde emuva kokuthi eseqedile ukubhala wakufundela lento ayibhale phansi angithi uyena bebhala wena ubukhuluma so emuva kokuthi eqedile ukubhala ngaphambilini kokuthi usayinde wena wakufundela wonke lama page abona ukuthi angazi akufundela uthi yilokho ke ubungitshela kona yilokho ubungitshela kona wakufundela.
Angikhumbuli ngifundela ngasayiniswa nje.
I don't recall it being read back to me. I was just made to sign
Because yimi bengibusha ngithi ebhala phansi.
because I'm the one who spoke and the person was writing that.
Your Lordship, I will humbly submit that I've laid the basis.
Yeah?
Thank you, Your Lordship. Sir, look at paragraph 3.
Okay. Senze kanjena. nangu 3.
Can you read that paragraph until it ends with a pin, where they say pin S112233? Can you read that paragraph, please?
Okay. Uthi ucela ufunde, uzoyifundela? Ufunde uzophela khona la. La unale pin le 011223. Ufunde uzwe umuntu wonke. Eh?
Okay, let
Okay,
me
the
read
witness
it
is
for
asking
you.
that I read it.
I'll read it, and then,
Okay.
with due respect, you will interpret for you. Maybe it's better that way, Your Lordship. On 2014, 10th/25 at about 4 o'clock. 4. I received a call from Senzo. He told me that he deposited money for me to come and visit him in Gauteng. He deposited the money. I confirmed to him that I received the SMS giving me the cash sent withdrawal number. He then said he will send me a PIN to withdraw the money. That number was, that's the number, and he sent the PIN as 112233.
Fundeka kanjena ke nge-25 zika October 2014 ngo4 ke emini ngathola ke ucingo lubuya kuSenzo Meyiwa engitshela ukuthi wangifakela imali ukuthi ngize ngizombona eGauteng. Ngamtshela ke ukuthi impela ngayithola iSMS enginikeza ucash send kanye futhi nenamba yokukhipha imali. Wase engitshela ke ukuthi uzongithumela iPin yokuthi ngikhiphe imali leyo number leyo kwaku u29699299535 wangithumela iPin e112233.
Sir, according to that statement, you mentioned it was around 4. It is amazing that now you can mention time, because all the time you testify that you don't mention times. And on this statement is very clear that it is Senzo who deposited the money, but you told the court that it was Kelly.
Lana ke okucacayo ke ukuthi isikhathi sibhaliwe u4 kufakazi bakho ke wena kade nje usho ukuthi wena ke awumuntu nje okhulumayo ngayikhatha uyikhumbuli futhi okunye ocacayo ke la ukuthi uSenzo owakuthumela imali kodwa ke kufakazi bakho wena uthe uKelly umuntu owakuthumela imali.
Ngiyakuzwa lokho isikhathi ngizokucacisa futhi namanje because noma ngenza istatement mawuthi awunayo isho isikhathi bakutshela ukuthi mhlambe gesa bekuyisikhathi sini in ne ngihleze ngisho nalabantu abangibhala isikhathi ngiyangibatshela same thing ukuthi anginayo isho isikhathi bese bethi angigesa ukuthi bekoyikhalizi.
Okay, with regards to the time, I'm going to explain that even when the statement was taken down, I said the same thing which I'm saying here in court, that I'm not certain about the time. They would then say to you, guess around what time was it? Yebo, correct.
Le eyokuthi ke uKelly ungidepositele imali. Ireason yokuthi ngiyegoli nanokuthi ngazi ukuthi ngiyegoli because of uSenzo. So uye wonke behind leyo nto leyo. The fact that ngidepositele uKelly imali but uSenzo behind yonke leyo nto leyo.
The fact or the issue of the money being deposited by Kelly, me coming to Johannesburg or me coming to Gauteng, Senzo was behind all of that. That Kelly is the one who deposited the money, but the person that made me to come to Gauteng was Senzo.
And why ngeke uKelly angidepositele imali nje out of nowhere without informing lokho zanatshela uSenzo?
Kelly would not have deposited money for me just out of the blue without being informed by Senzo.
Your Lordship, this will be left for argument with regard to the credibility of the witness. Sir, you guessed the time out of your own will. You are not forced to guess the time. That's why what you said guessed. You are allowed to estimate.
Yes.
I want you to estimate the following day what time you arrived in Fosloras, where you waited for them.
That is why ngithi bese kuntambama. So
Can you listen to the interpreter, please? Can you have
Ngingakulaleli
consistency?
wena.
Can you have consistency? For the sake of record, may let the interpreter assist you.
Hayi ngiyakuzwa ngizokwenza njengobusho mnumzane.
Uthi ngicela ke uqageleke nangelanga elilandelayo ke ukuthi isikhathi sini owafika ngaso la wafika wabalinda khona ke.
Since uthi angestimate ngingasho ngithi kwawo ma 5.
Seeing that you asked me to estimate, I would say around about 5.
For how long you waited for them?
Wabalinda ke isikhathi esingakanani?
Noma ngena show yesikhathi but ayiphelanga 30 minutes.
Although I'm not certain about the time, but it didn't go beyond 30 minutes.
For how long did you took to arrive at the place where you bought alcohol or liquor, as you use it? As you said.
Kwase kunithatha isikhathi esingakanani ke ukuthi niyofika kuleyo ndawo enathenga kuyona utshwala?
Akubanga isikhathi eside.
It wasn't a long time.
Estimate?
Maqagele futhi.
Was it dark or not yet dark? Estimate.
Bengekho dark since bengekho dark since bekuyisama ne. Bengekho dark.
Seeing that it was summer, it wasn't dark.
Can you estimate the time as well, please?
Siphi isikhathi?
When you arrived at the place where you're going to buy
La
alcohol,
nathenga khona utshwala ukuthi nafika isikhathi sini khona.
Angisazi isikhathi.
I don't know
Angisazi
the time.
isikhathi kodwa engikwazi akubanga isikhathi eside.
What I do know, it wasn't a long time.
and what time, how long did you spend at that place before you left?
Khona lapho ke nachitha isikhathi esingakanani ngaphambili kokuthi nihambe la nathenga khona utshwala.
Nakhona kubanga isikhathi eside bangena ngaphakathi uzanomthi bathenga then sahamba saphuma sahamba.
It was also not a long time. Zandi and Mtogo went in to buy the liquor. They came out, we left.
At what time you arrived at Mark Kumalo's place?
Nase nifika sikhathini ke kwaMakhumalo.
Angisazi futhi isikhathi nalapha. Mangabhekanga isikhathi.
Also there, I don't know the time. I wasn't looking at the time.
Estimate? May you please estimate?
Ngiyaxolisa lento estimate njalo izongididisa ngeke njalo angizela ngizo-estimate. Leyo ku-estimate njalo ngiya-estimate. That is why ngithi njengoba ngilapha ngangijabulile ngangeke ngicheckane nesikhathi.
This issue, my apologies, my lord. This issue of estimating is going to confuse me. It's giving me problems. I didn't come here to estimate, and also whilst I was there, I was in a happy mood, so I wasn't always I wasn't looking at the time.
I like that one. You were in a happy mood, as the state put it when it was making opening statement with regard to the alleged charges. How many beers did you buy?
Nathenga
Or
amabhiya.
how many? The quantity of the liquor you bought?
Nathenga utshwala obungakanani.
Noma ngasakhumbuli kahle ukuthi ngoba abantu abangena bayothenga umthoko nozangi.
Although I can't remember well, because the people that went in to buy, it was Mtogo and Zandi.
Yes.
Okay. For the benefit of progress, when you were drinking, what kind of beers was there? Cans, bottles? Can you just tell the court what kind of beers were there?
Awutsheleke inkantolo kwakunama cans, kwakunamabhodlela. Awutshela nje inkantolo ukuthi inhloboni kabhiya eyayilapho.
Kwakwama-cans.
Cans.
Kwakukhona i-Heineken,
There was Heineken,
i-Smirnoff Guarana, Smirnoff Ice, lesa siphuzo kheli bese kuba i-Hunter's Gold.
Smirnoff Ice or Smirnoff Guarana, that which was drank by Kelly, and then Hunter's Gold.
Sir, you testify that you were working by that time when you visited Senzo in Fostoras, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I put it to you that it seems as if you've always been given money. You've always been given money. You were given money to come, which is not a problem. I just want to establish that. And you said someone also gave you money to return to KZN, correct?
Correct.
No, he's answered.
I put it to you that you were given money after you appeared in a Netflix documentary.
Ngithi kuwena ke wanikezwa imali emuva kokuthi ke wavela ke ku documentary ka Netflix.
Ngizokuvuma lokho angikuphiki. Leyo mali kangasiyo eyokuthi ya Netflix and kunezinto engazisayini. Ngabatshela ngesikhathi sami ukuthi isikhathi sami lesi.
Alright,
So kumele ninginike imali.
Okay, that I'm not going to deny. I was given money indeed. It's because there are certain things that I signed or that we had agreed to. I told them that you were doing that at my spare time.
Yes.
That was my spare time. You will have to give me money.
You see the problem of you answering questions and then you make an essay. From what you said, eliminate another question. You know what you said now? That money,
Angichazeli.
sir, please, can you behave?
Sorry?
Can you behave? With the leave the court, can you behave?
Angazi usho kanjani mnza.
I'm asking you a question, you interrupted me. Listen, very careful. Answer through the interpreter. Is it clear?
Please don't shout at me. Don't shout at me. Never do that. Don't shout at me.
Mr. Tawana, what are you studying now?
Don't shout at me. Don't do this.
We strongly object to that.
Your Lordship, the witness is interrupting while I'm asking question, and it's not a good behavior because there's an interpreter who must interpret.
Yesterday you interrupted me as I was talking.
But
I never shouted at you. He's saying, don't shout at me. Can we adhere to that?
Your Lordship,
He is not right to interrupt as you are talking, but you cannot shout at him.
let me proceed. I hear
Yes.
what the court says.
Yeah.
Sir,
Sir.
don't interrupt when I ask questions. You must wait
Okay.
for the interpreter to interpret back to you.
Okay, so, and you mustn't shout at me.
I put it to you. As you testified, you correctly said that you were given money by Netflix. And you further said that money was not only for Netflix, it was not only per se for Netflix documentary you appeared in. What do you mean by that?
Uthukuthini ke uma ngaba uthi ke bekungasiyona nje ka Netflix kuphela.
Cause abaka Netflix bangicela izithombe zaka Senzo, hayi lezi zebhola enginazo mina kwicamera yami.
Okay, sibambe lapho. Because the people from Netflix requested photos of Senzo from me. Not football photos, but the ones that I have on my camera.
Lezo izithombe ezinye ngisanazo efonini because ngazithatha kwi SD card yami yakwi camera ngazifaka efonini zisakhona efonini and mabefuna lezo izithombe yimina ngabatshela ngeke ngibanike lezo zithombe mahala
Okay.
ezami izithombe.
Okay.
Azange bavume ukuthi bazonginika imali bathi abanikani imali bona ngabatshela isikhathi sami izithombe zami if nihluleke lokho yekani.
And some of those pictures, my lord, I still have them on my camera because they were taken from the SD card and then into the camera. And the issue of the money is that I told them that I won't give you these pictures for free because they are mine and it's also my spare time. So if you can't do that or if you are not willing to do that, just leave me.
So, I further put it to you that you were given money to come and testify today, to come and testify in these proceedings.
Ngiphinde ngithi kuwena ke unikezwe imali ukuthi uze uzofakaza la.
Mhlambe awungangichazela mnumzane ukuthi nginikwe kanjani ifakwe ebank or nginikwe esandleni because uwazi leyo nto mina ngiyazi. Mhlambe ungangichazela kangcono kuloko.
Maybe you can inform me much better because you have the details as to whether was it given to me by hand, was it deposited into my account?
Sir, I'm
Sir.
not here to answer your questions. You are the one answering question. I ask you a question, the answer is either yes or no.
No.
I put it to you that you were coached on how to testify in these proceedings.
Phinde ngithi kuwena ke ukhoshiwe ke ukuthi okunikeze kanjani ubufakazi bakho khona la.
Mangalihlaza lawo.
Those are lies. Those are lies.
Lies. Amanga lawo ashoyo or lo washilo.
That which you've just said now are lies for what you are saying.
I put it to you that there was no identification parade with regard to the accused before the court, correct?
Ngithi kuwena ke yayingekho ke i-ID parade nabamangalelwa la abaphambi kwenkantolo. Kuyiqiniso lokho?
Yeba ngaze ngiyenze laba i-ID parade abakhona.
That is correct. With regards to the accused before court, I never attended an ID parade.
I therefore put it to you that your identification of the accused in the dock doesn't hold water.
Into ke engizothi kuwena ke into ke engeke kubanjelele kuyona ke noma kube nesisindo esingathi sincikiswe kulokho ukuthi umkhombe la umangalela akusinto leyo inkantolo engayithatha noma engathi inesisindo ngoba umkhombe la enkantolo umangalela.
Noma ungambeka kuphi ngizomkhomba.
Even if you were to put him
Noma
anywhere,
ngambeka kuphi.
I'll point him out.
Sir,
Sir.
under testimony, you told the court that you could not be, you were not going to be able to identify the culprits. You testified to that effect. What's your comment?
Kubufakazi bakho ke uthe
He said, he did say in his statement that he'll be able to identify the culprits.
Your Lordship, not today, either yesterday or a day before, the witness testified to that effect that he was not going to be able to identify or point at the culprits.
Mr. Madala, do you want to respond to that?
khona ufuna ukusho kulokho ukuthi akazi noma bekuyizolo noma kusuku ngaphambilini izolo la uthe kubufakazi bakho khona ke awungeke ukwazi ukuthi ubakhombe.
Angikhumbuli ngisho njalo.
I don't remember saying that.
Into engayisho ngathi mina if bangabewa lapha ngabantu abantu abenza lento ngaba able ukuthi ngimkhombe.
What I remember having said, my lord, was that if the people who committed this were to be put or placed in front of me, I'll be able to point him out.
Sir, I put it to you that on that day, as you alleged, the crime scene was mobile. The incident, it was mobile. I put it to you.
Ngithi kuwena ke kwakungamiwe nje lapha yana. Njengoba konke nje kwakwenzeka nje kwakungamiwe kuko konke kwakwenzeka kwakungamiwe nje.
Mobile. What do you mean mobile?
The incident was happening at a moving fast pace, Your Lordship.
Do you want to say it was a moving scene?
As it,
But when you say it was mobile, it's something else.
what is mobile, Your Lordship?
It means it was being transported to another.
Mobile can also mean movement, Your Lordship. But I'll take the court input. I will rephrase my question and further qualify in this way. Sir, the crime scene was in a moving, fast pace, as you testify that even yourself, you ran into a room and hide there, correct?
Nanjengoba nawe ubuchilo ke ukuthi ke okwakwenzeka kwakwenzeka nje ngokusheshsha kwaye kwangamiwe ke ushilo ke futhi nawe ke ukuthi nje kuloko kwakwenzeka nawe wahamba noma wabaleka wayocasha ekamereni.
Angi-understand lento ayisho ukuthi uqonda ukuthina.
I don't understand what you mean to say. If you were to rephrase, I don't understand what you say.
He is saying to you, what you were looking at on that day, nothing was static. Things and people were moving around all the time.
Akushoyo ukuthi kuloko ukubona noma kuloko kwakwenzeka ubhekile ngaleli langa akukho nje okwakumile izinto kanye nabantu nje futhi kwakunomnyakazo kwakunyakazo.
Ngasiphi isikhathi because mangena abantu besihleli sibheke TV isiphi lesikhathi asishoyo that is why ngithi specify isikhathi ukuthi ngasiphi isikhathi because thina we were watching TV.
Hence
so
I'm
the movement
requesting-
ayishoyo or the mobile ayishoyo yiphi.
Well, hence I'm requesting for clarity, my lord, because when the people came in, we were seated and watching TV. Hence, I'm asking to be specific as to which point is he referring to.
Yes?
Sir, I further put it to you that you only did ID parade for Zamogutle Mbata in 2014, correct?
ID parade owayenza ke ID parade kaZamokuhle Mbatha ngo-2014 ngabe kuyiqiniso.
ID parade engayenza angaze ngipointe someone leyo ID parade leyo. Angaze ngipointe someone kuyona because angibonanga umuntu kuyo.
The ID parade that I attended, I never pointed out anyone because I didn't see anyone in it.
That was not the question. It's simple for you to answer this question. I put it to you, the ID parade you did, it was with regard to Zamogutle Mbata, yes or no?
Bengasiwona ke umbuzo lo umbuzo uthi i-ID parade waya kuyona ke wango-2014 kwakuyi ID parade kaZamokuhle Mbatha.
Ngayenza ID parade angaze ngikhombe umuntu kuyo.
I attended an ID parade but I never pointed out anyone in it.
Yes?
I further put it to you that you never made face recognition on this matter before the court, according to Exhibit J that was provided by the state. When we are looking at the affidavit of Exhibit J,
Khuluma ke ngo-Exhibit J yilo ebekhonjisiwe ke la izolo ke bekudwetshiwe kuyena ke uthi wena ke awuzange ube khona lapho noma ube yingxenye yalokho.
Kuphi? Ingxenye yakuphi?
Uyakhumbula la kunesithombe esitshengiswa izolo la
Isketch.
isketch leshana i-identikit uthi wakungesiyona ke ingxenye wawungekho lapho wena.
Ngangikhona.
I was there.
Ngangikhona.
that's not my question. My question is, you never made face recognition, whether you were there or not there,
Uthi ke ubuso
according to
lo
what the affidavit says here.
le affidavit le anayo lapha yana kuyena ke ithi wena ke noma ke senziwa ke noma wawukhona ke kodwa awuzange ufanise lapha kulobe yabuso.
Sasisonke sichaza lapha ukuthi sichaza umuntu ukuthi kanjani.
All of us were there and describing how the person looked like.
May the state, your lordship, provide the witness with the Exhibit J. Your lordship, we can if I make submission, you can leave it for now. You can leave it for now, sir. I will make this submission at the end of my cross-examination. It is correct that you testify that the firearm was carried by a short culprit, according to you.
Shilo-ke ukuthi owayephethe isibhamu kulaba ababili kwakulo omfushane.
Yes.
Yes.
According to you, you further testify that the alleged tall one never had a firearm.
Lo omude yena wayengasiphethe isibhamu.
Mhlambe mawungabuyile emva statementini, ngachaza ukuthi uSenzo nje embamba isandla. Angimbonanga ukuthi wayephethe ini esandleni.
Maybe if we were to go back to the statements,
Yes.
I did mention or make mention in the statements that at the time when Senzo held his arm, I didn't see or I couldn't see as to what he had in his hand.
Yes.
I put it to you. You never mentioned a firearm with regard to the alleged tall culprit. As you say now, you didn't see what he was having. Correct? It is correct that it took time for you to get money, which eventually came through the following day. I put it to you that the money it came through the following day, not the same day you said Senzo asked you to come to Force Lawyers.
Imali ayingenanga noma izange ingene ngaleliya langa uSenzo awacela ngalo ukuthi woze Force Lawyers yangena ngelanga elilandelayo.
Kwangena imessage. Wayengekafoni uSenzo, ngangeke ngimtshela ukuthi imessage ingenile. The only thing engayitholanga kusasa ipin.
Okay. A message came through. I would not have told Senzo if I hadn't received the message. The only thing that came in the following day was the PIN.
Into anginika yona the following day.
That's what he gave me the following day.
Because mangithi ngikhipha imali ngangayazi amount. That's the problem.
The problem was that when I went to withdraw the money, I didn't know the amount.
Then ila ngamfonela khona ke wazi wangitshela futhi akalibambanga simtama ucingo.
That's where I called him and he didn't respond immediately when I called him.
Sir, your Lordship, we request that the statement marked A49 is in brackets 1 be admitted as exhibit.
Which statement?
A49 in brackets 1, which is before the witness.
Any objection?
No objection, my lord.
With the advice from the state, it will be exhibit K, your Lordship.
And that makes it exhibit what?
K.
A49-1, by agreement, is admitted into the record of the proceedings of this case as exhibit K.
Your Lordship, we request that the state provide the witness with A110. Thank you, Your Lordship. Sir, you see that statement before you? Let's go to the last page. Look at the last page there.
You to be on the last page? Yes, I'm there.
Is there your signature where it ends up with signed at Devon on 2018/2/07 at 11:30? Is that your signature?
When I was signed up?
Yes, mina ngasayina.
Yes, it's mine.
Was it you who wrote the statement?
Sapalwa, oh sorry.
You were narrating and someone wrote it.
Sapalwa wena noma wena wawukhuluma kunomuntu obhalayo.
Ngicabanga ukuthi lento ngizoyiphendula funa manje ngicanga expect ukuba nombuzo. Asikho statement engasibhala mina nesi1 ngesandla sami.
I'm gonna say this again, and I'm not expecting another question. There is not a single statement that I wrote myself.
You cannot dictate me on how to ask questions.
Okay.
And you don't know why the reason I'm asking that question.
Okay, sorry sir.
Were you satisfied with the contents of the statement?
Ingabe ke wawuqinisekile yini ilokho okubhalwe phansi la kule statement?
Just keep that last page open like that. My question is, as you see your signature there, were you
Yes, ngiyayibona
satisfied with the contents of the statement?
Ingabe wawunelisekile yini noma usatisfied ke ilokho okubhaliwe la?
Since kune signature yami la. Yimi ngasayina la. But akumile ngabhala statement, yimi ngasayina la. Ngangisatisfied, angisho kanjani.
Seeing
Because
that-
zonke statement seems like so buza one question zonke statement.
Seeing that my signature is there, I'm not the one who wrote it, but seeing that my statement is there, yes, let me say that I was satisfied because it seemed that with all the statements, the same question is going to be asked.
Your Lordship, I'm not sure if it's the right time to adjourn.
Mr. Madala,
Yes, sir.
I remind you that you are still under oath.
Yes, sir.
As the court pleases. As you allege, the person you allege that had a firearm, in which hand he was carrying the firearm?
Njengoba usho ukuthi lo wayephethe kunalo wayephethe isibhamu wayephethe kusiphi isandla isibhamu?
I think it's right.
I think on the right hand.
Yes?
Remember yesterday we were shown some identity kit pictures there from Exhibit J?
Uyakhumbula ke izolo ukuthi kunale sithombe besikhonjisiwe la bekudwetshwe khona we-exhibit J. That's correct?
You want to see them again or you're okay?
Ngaba uyafisa yini ukuthi uphinde uyibone lo ithombe noma ukahle? I'm okay?
It is correct that the picture that's shown there, someone with dreads had short dreads.
Yes.
That's correct?
My instructions are to put it to you that accused number 3 doesn't use right hand. Accused number 3 doesn't use right hand.
I don't know about that.
My further instructions are to put it to you that on the alleged date of the incident, by that period, accused 3 never had short dreads, dreadlocks.
Angikwaziseke ukuthi ngaleso sikhathi leso noma ngalesiya sikhathi lesiyana uwe-accused number 3 wayengenawo-ke ama-dreads amafushane.
Amanga lawo.
Those are lies.
Sir, I put it to you that there was no intruders that came in that house that day.
Ngithi mina kuwena-ke abekho abantu abangena kuleya ndlu ngaleliya langa.
Amanga lawo.
Those are lies.
Manga lawo.
Those are lies.
Story sakhiwe leso.
That's a made-up story.
Sir, I put it to you that that Netflix documentary, it was staged.
Into ke eyastagewa noma ke into ngiphethe kusho ke yakhiwe eyastagewa lesiya story lesiya noma leya documentary ka Netflix.
Understand kanjani ngicela
Can you clarify that?
kanjani?
I don't get you. When you
Kanjani?
say staged, in which way?
That documentary, as it appeared, you were acting on it.
Ani
In
actor
the- on
la
the documentary.
ku documentary.
Gangi.
Ani actor, wa actor nani actor.
All of you who appeared in that documentary,
Nonke nina bakuleya
it was
documentary.
staged, yes. It's like acting.
Angikwazi uku-act. Angikaze nga-act.
I've never acted, I can't act.
I put it to you as you allege. Whatever appeared in that documentary, the incident you allege that it happened, it never happened at the moment of that documentary was produced.
Are we going to see that Netflix?
Your Lordship will make an application that is a material evidence. If we'll have to look at it, Your Lordship, because as I put it to the witness, whatever appeared on that documentary, it's not like whatever they're doing in that documentary, it was the same time when that incident, as he alleged, occurred.
So you are saying there are arrangements for the Netflix to be viewed by whom?
The court, Your Lordship, because that documentary, Your
How
Lordship,
is it relevant to this?
it is very relevant, Your Lordship, in that the way they produced it, it was produced to suit the theory.
But-
the theory of the people who were in the house.
But if the court has not seen it, how does that theory become an issue in this proceedings?
We'll make an application that the court summon the producers of that documentary in order to assist the court to come to a just decision on this matter.
You want them to come here and you want the court to summon them?
We will make such a request, such an application, Your Lordship.
Let's proceed.
You testified that you ran to the room without your crutches, correct?
Ushilo ukuthi wabalekela ekamereni ngawaphethe ama-crash.
Correct.
Correct.
Did you run to your room?
Yeah.
No, not my room. There by Kelly's house.
Thank you, Your Lordship. That was my mistake. Let me rephrase it. You ran to the room where you went to hide without your crutches, correct?
Correct.
And you said that you were pressing the door, correct?
Correct.
Are you going to use English or you're going to use the service of the interpreter, sir?
Ngizosebenzisa isiZulu.
isiZulu.
I think this for the third time I'm trying to clarify that. When you were pushing, were you sitting, pushing, or you were pushing lying down? How were you pushing the door?
Ngalesikhathi ke uthi umnyango lona wawucindezele
Yes, Your
wawuhleli phansi wawumile.
Ngangihleli phansi.
I was seated.
Remember when before we took a lunch break, I was taking you through a statement, and you confirmed the contents thereof, the correctness of the statement. For the state, I provided witness with A110.
Yes.
Can you look at the paragraph 4?
Nice. Oh.
On A10 statement,
Yes.
I read it to you. On A10 statement, I indicated to the police officer who was taking my statement that the firearm which the suspect, according to your allegations, he was carrying he was carrying a firearm with a wheel in the. Can you see what is that? Is that in the what?
Middle.
Yeah. So there's a wheel in the middle.
Can I confirm with you?
Khuluma.
Yes, ngamchazela ulopho iphepha leli lalithatha istatement ne. Ngalichazela ukuthi angikho good mayelana nebhamu but ngasibona ngazuthi isibhamu esinesondo nyana.
I did explain to the police officer that was taking the statement that I'm not good or good when it comes to firearms, but that it was a firearm with a wheel.
Sir, let's go to paragraph 7. I will read it to you. You remember your testimony, you said the head, the crash, they were in the kitchen, and even the state pointed to the photo, correct?
Ngiyakhumbula uthi isigqoko kanye necrash ngiyakhumbula futhi nomshushisi eyikhomba la esombeni wathi wayithola zatholakala ekitchen.
Yebo ngiyakhumbula.
Yes, I remember.
Let's look at paragraph 7. The same hat the suspect was wearing, as you allege, I found it on the floor near my crutches in the lodge where we were watching TV. You see that?
Ekubona lokhu ne ithi lesi sigqoko sona lesi sasigqoko uyena ke umsolwa ngasithola phansi eduze kwecrash yami elounge la sasibheke khona ke iTV.
Asikaze sibe selanje because sase kitchen.
It was never
Kitchen pants.
the hat was never in the lounge, it was on the kitchen floor.
You tell the court the difference between what you said yesterday and today and what you wrote on your statement. And if you can remember, your statement, this statement, it was made before yesterday.
Ngikhumbula kahle because umbuzo wami ngathi mangingena ngisibona phansi ekitchen. Ngabuza ukuthi sakabandle sigqoko bathi angasithinti nama crutches angawathinti kuze kufike amaphoyisa.
I remember very well when I came in, I inquired about the hat because I saw it on the floor in the kitchen, and then I was told not to touch it as well as the crutch until the arrival of the police.
You remember yesterday, you testified, or even if maybe it's a day before yesterday, you testified that the police took your crush,
Yes.
one of them, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, Kubula ngithi.
Yeah.
Yes.
I put it to you, the first state witness, the one who arrived at the scene, the one who was an forensic, the one who was an expert with regard to compiling album A. He said he never took the crashes. He never took them because they told him the crash belongs to one of the people who were in the house. Hence, he never took it.
Ufakazi woqala ke obiziwe la enkantolo bekuyiphoyisa futhi ke osebenza ngawo ke ama forensic. Ubufakazi bakhe ke uthe la enkantolo akazange wathatha ama crash ngoba watshelwa ukuthi ama crash awomunye wabantu ababesendlini.
Njoba ngawasayinela ebuyiswa. Ayevela kuphi kanti ngaleso sikhathi? Njoba ngawasayinela, I think nalo incwadi khona eDurban la ngasayina khona sebuyiswa. Ayevela kuphi?
When I signed for them when they were being returned back to me, where were they coming from? Because I still have that document back in Durban. Where were they coming from when I signed?
Yes.
Sir? There's a statement which the state provided us. I'm looking for that statement from a witness. Statement. That police officer said he came to Durban to fetch the crashes from you. What's your comment about that? I'm just trying to locate the statement. I'll give it to you now.
It came to Durban.
The police officer came to you in Durban to come and fetch the crashes.
Kunephoyisa ke libheka nje istatement salo sithi seza kuwena ke eDurban. Izowalanda.
Njoba ngawasayina ngakho ngithi noma ngingazakhumbuli kahle but athathwa wona ama crutches. That is why ngithi ngawasayinela. Bengifika leyo ukuthi akuthiwa wathathanga ama crutches.
What I was denying was the fact that the clutches were never taken. What I do remember is I did sign upon when they were being returned back to me. I was just disputing the fact that they were never taken.
Sir, I'm putting to you that you are trying to be evasive. My question to you, I put it to you that the first state witness testified that the crashes were not taken at the scene. And you said, no, they took it, the crashes.
Ngithe kuwena ufakazi wokuqala uthe abazange bawathathe noma akazange nawathathe lapha kwisimo ama-crash wena wathi cha athathwa.
Ofuthi iqiniso leli mangithathathu.
It's true when I say they were taken.
Kanti ngangisayinela ini if ama-crutches awathathwanga.
What was I signing for if they were not taken?
Your Lordship, may the state provide the witness with A80 statement. Uh, 80 in brackets 1. And again, it says 881. The statement of Abraham Bewood. Hence, I would like to put it to you that you are evasive. Hence, I'm saying you're evasive. At the scene, the crashes were not taken. Do you agree on that?
Ingaba siyavumelana yini uma ngithi kuwena ke khona lapha isehlakalo senzeka khona ama-crash abazange bawathathe.
That is why ngithe noma ngingazakhumbula kodwa ama-crutches athathwa wona amaphoyisa. That is why ababuyisa ngaze ngawasayinela. Ikhona engikushoyo lokho.
That is why I am saying, although I cannot recall, but the crashes were taken by the police, which hence they returned them back to me.
That's not the question, sir.
Asiwona ke umbuzo lowo.
The question is, the crashes were not taken away from the scene.
Uthi ke akushoyo yena ukuthi noma uthi wena athathwa kodwa awazange athathwe lapha ngamanye amagama awazange athathwe kule yandlu la isehlakalo senzeka kuyona noma uthi bawathatha kodwa bawathathanga khona lapha kule yandlu.
Hayi. Ngiyakuzwa because njengoba ngingasho isiyenzeke isidala lento. That is why ngikhumbula ukuthi athathwa. Noma ngingisho ukuthi athathwe ngasiphi isikhathi nini but athathwa.
I hear you, and this happened long ago, and hence I'm saying that they were taken, although I cannot remember or recall as to specifically when, which occasion or which time they were taken.
I put it to you, you are evasive, you are trying to close loopholes on your testimony. And we will leave the court, your Lordship, and this we will argue.
Uthi ke uzama nje ukuthi ungaphenduli kiwe noma la ubona nje ukuthi kunento ekuvuleke khona uzama nje ukuthi cikiwe noma uvaleke ngamanye amagama awuphenduli lokho okubuzwayo.
Angeke ngayenza leyo nto ayishoyo because lento yenzeke esikhathini eside. So noma ngikhumbule okunye angeke ngikukhumbule konke sesiside isikhathi. Lokho engikukhumbulayo ngizokusho engakukhumbuli angeke ngikusho.
I won't do that. Oh, I won't do what you say. This happened long ago. I won't be able to remember everything. That which I'm able to remember, I am going to convey, and that which I can't remember, I won't say.
The Lordship will request that statement 110 by the witness be marked as Exhibit L.
Which statement?
A110. Maybe it marked Exhibit L.
Any objection?
No objection, my lord.
As you allege, After how long does this incident you're alleging that it took place? After how long it happened? When you were drinking the alcohol?
After how long?
After how long it happened when you were in the house drinking?
Lokhu uthi kwenzeka emuva kwesikhathi esingakanani nisendlini niphuza.
Angisazi isikhathi but kwenzeka sekulate nyana nje.
Can't remember the time, but it was a bit late.
A bit late. What time can you estimate?
Something to 9 or 9 lapho nje.
Something to 9, around 9.
I put it to you that there will be a witness that will come and testify that the incident in the house, the noise in the house, it had taken place around 1900 hours.
Kunofakazi ke ozoza azosho ukuthi ke isehlakalo endlini noma umsindo ke okhona ke endlini kwenzeka lokho ngabo 7 1907.
Ayikho inkinga afakazana.
There's no problem, the witness can come.
Do you agree that the kitchen was too small, correct?
Uyavuma uma ngithi ke ikhishi kancane kakhulu?
Yes.
Yes, I agree with you.
I put it to you that as you testified that Longwe or Mtogozis pushed and he went through the culprits who said they came into the house and pushed the door and went out. If you can clarify between Longwe and Mtogozis, who did that? Who went through and pushed the culprits and went out?
Long way twala.
So it's what you said.
Yes.
In such a small place like that, he put his life in danger and then went through those people. It's what you say.
Wenze lokho nje wabeka impilo yakhe engcupheni wabaphusha nje.
Yes, wenza lokho.
Yes, he did that.
And you testified that you even fought with him over that, correct?
Ushilo nokuthi waze waxabana ke naye ngalokho.
Yes, sibe ne argument nokuthi sibe ne argument ngalokho sese police station false if I'm not mistaken.
We had an argument with regards to that. If I'm not mistaken, we were at the police station in Foslo.
I put it to you that there were no intruders that came into the house.
Ngithi kwena ke abekho abantu abangena endlini.
Babekhona abantu abangena endlini.
The way
Tshelwa yini babekhona.
you were being told by me, there were intruders that came into the house.
I put it to you that you people in the house, after Longwe came in, you had an argument and there was a commotion amongst you people in the house.
Ngithi kwena mina ke emuva kokuthi kwangena uLongwe kwabakhona ke nje isiphithiphithi esikhona ke endlini noma ke ukhona ukuphikisana khona endlini lapho emuva kokuthi kwangena uLongwe.
Akazi phikiswane akazi kukhulunywe next nje ngoba wangena wahlala eduze kwaKazandu wakhuluma noZani. Akazi kuphikiswana akazi kwenzeke lutho.
There wasn't an argument, there was nothing. He just came in and he sat next to Zandi and he was speaking to Zandi.
As you testified yesterday, he was speaking to Zandi. And as I put it to you today, that Senzo had a relationship with Zandi as well as Kelly at the same time, and Longo was not happy with that.
Nanjengoba ngishilo ke kuwena ukuthi ke uSenzo ke kwakhona noma wayethandana ke ne relationship noZandi kanye futhi noKelly uLongwe ke kwakungamthokozisi ke lokho.
Angikwazi mina lokho.
I know nothing about that. I don't know about that.
I further put it to you that the witness who will come and testify on his statement mentioned that he heard a noise next door, like people were really arguing.
Lo
There were
fakazi ke
commotion.
engikutshela ngayo ke ku statement sakhe ke sorry uthi ke wezwa nje abantu nje next door ukuthi bebanga nje umsindo.
Amanga lawo nofakazi angeza futhi phambili azoyifakaza le nto amanga lawo.
Those are lies. The witness can come forward and testify with regards to that. Those are lies.
Umsindo wabakhona after sekungene labantu endlini. Wawungekho umsindo amanga lawo.
The noise came after these people came into the house. There wasn't any noise. Those are lies.
I further put it to you that his house or his yard is not far away from the yard of Makumalo.
Okunye ngikushoyo ke kuwena ukuthi indlu noma iyadi ke noma igcekela lo muntu lona lo fakazi lona alikude ukusuka kwaMakhumalo noma kwakhe yakude ukusuka kwaMakhumalo.
Angazi angimazi mina ufakazi.
I don't-
Ngaku ngithi angabiza ufakazi. Angimazi.
I don't know the witness, hence I'm saying the witness can be called.
I further put it to you that the defense, if need be that we reach the stage of the defense case, the defense will call a witness who will testify that that witness even took measurement of the distance between the two yards.
Uma ngabe isidingo sesikhona ke sekufikelela lapho ke so lo fakazi lowo ke futhi uzobizwa ke futhi ke waze wathatha ke noma ke wathatha ke no measurements phakathi kwalamayadi amabili.
Anginayo inkinga ngalokho. Kodwa angikwazi angabiza ufakazi.
I have no problem with that. I don't know about it, but the witness can be called.
When you say Longwe went out, he ran out,
Yes.
as you allege.
Yes.
Where did he go?
Angeke ngikwazi ukubona ukuthi waya kuphi ngoba mina ngasala ngaphakathi endlini.
I won't be able to know as to where he went to because I remained inside the house.
I put it to you that the witness will come and testify that one of the gentlemen from the house jumped the hole of Makumalo and hid in his yard.
Lo fakazi ke uqhubeka athi ke omunye wabelisa ababelapha kwaMakhumalo weqa ubonda lwakhe wabe ese eyifihla noma ecasha la eyadini yakhe.
Yes, ngiyakwazi lokho.
Yes, I know about that.
Ngiyakwazi lokho.
So you also know that that person jumped back into Makumalo's house after some time, correct?
Uyakwazi nokuthi lo muntu lo waphinde futhi emuva kwesikhathi wabuyela kwaMakhumalo.
Angazi ukuthi waphinde wajumpa and ngiyazi ukuthi khona umuntu waphuma ngiyazi futhi ukuthi ubani.
I know, I don't know whether the person came back into Makhumalo's yard, but I know that someone went out and I also know who it was.
Who was it?
Oh, kubani?
Umthokozisi Thwala.
Mthokozi Sithwala.
I put it to you that the witness will come and testify that this person jumped back into the yard. And I found it very astonishing that how can someone run away from danger to hide and then jump back to the danger again?
Angikwazi lokho since kwangayimi owenza lokho mina ngangisendlini angikwazi lokho.
I don't know about that, seeing that I was not the one who did that. I was in the house.
You remember you testified that Longwe came later and he found you and others sitting in the house drinking and having some food, correct?
Uyakhumbula angithi uthe nani senihlezi nina phakathi endlini nidla futhi niphuza wabe seyanijoin uLongwe wafika late yena.
Kuyiphutha lokho. ULongwe ngistatement sami zonke noma ngiyacheka. ULongwe wafika sesiqedile ukudla. Kwaye mabemenzela ukudla yena. Azange afike isandla, wafika sesiqedile ukudla.
That was a mistake, and or that is a mistake. You can check all my statements. When Longwe arrived, we were done eating, and they prepared food for him.
Yes.
No, sir, whatever you said is not in your statement. With regard to Longwe eating, found you eating, and they were also dished up for him. You testified about it either yesterday or a day before.
Akusinto statement noma i-statement zakho leyo into ofakaze ngayizolo noma ke kusuke ngaphambili ngayizolo.
Yes, noma kuthiwa ngifakaze ngayo. Akaze afike esidle. Wafika sesiqedile bamenzela yedwa yena. Sesiqedile ukudla.
Even if it's something that I testified about, but when he arrived, we were not eating. We were done eating, and then they dished up for him.
Yes.
And you further testified that he came with, he was on driving or using a red Polo.
Yes.
Yes.
He was using red Polo, and when you came out to smoke, the car was already parked there, correct?
Nkathi uphuma uyobhema yayisimile lapho leyo moto leyo iPolo leyo.
You remember you testified that there was a BMW and there was a Polo.
Yes. Yes. Kwafika iPolo elibuvu lalipaka emva kweBM yaka Senzo.
A red Polo arrived, and then that Polo parked behind Senzo's BMW.
I put it to you that that night, that day or night, Longwe, when he came, he was not alone.
Ngithi kuwena ke
Also
ngale
comment.
langa lelana uLongwe kathi efika wayengahambi yedwa noma wayengekho yedwa.
Phela uLongwe ngimbonele endlini mina.
I saw Longwe inside the house.
If wayehamba nabantu ngangizowabona endlini.
If he was with, if there were people with him, I would have seen those people in the house.
I put it to you that the two gentlemen he was with, they remained in the car.
Ngithi kuwena ke labalisa babili ayehamba nabo basala emotweni.
Angikwazi lokho.
I don't-
Ngiphawule lokho angikwazi lokho.
I don't know about that. I won't comment on that. I know nothing about it.
That's a fair answer. I put it to you, Longwe came in the house upset.
Ngizothi kuwena ke uLongwe wafika ke endlini ethukuthele.
If bekumuntu engimjwayele ngangizokwazi ukubona lokho. Manje ngimjwayele akasini umngani wami. Mhlawumbe kube umuntu engimjwayele ngangizokubona lokho.
If he was someone that I was familiar with or that I was acquainted to, I would have been able to see that, but I am not acquainted to him. He's not my friend.
An argument ensued between him, Kelly, Sandy, and the deceased.
Kwase kukhona ke ukuphikisana ke qabana noma ukuphikisana ke phakathi kwakhe uLongwe, uKelly, uZandi kanye noSenzo.
Kuphi indawo?
Where?
In the house.
Endlini.
Ngangikhona nje endlini.
I was-
Angikwazi ngiyibone leyo.
I was in the house. I never saw it.
I further put it to you that in that process, that is when the gunshot went off.
Ngithi kulokho ke ila khona isibhamu saqhuma khona ke kukhona nje lokho lokuphikisana. Those are lies.
Amanga lawo.
Those are lies.
Amanga lawo.
Those are lies.
After that, this question will qualify whatever I asked you. It is correct that after the incident, of shooting, you phoned Mr. Sifiso Meyiwa, correct?
Kuyiqiniso ukuthi emuva kwesehlakalo lesi wena wase ufonela
Whether at the-
uSifiso
sorry, sir, yeah.
wase ufonela uSifiso Meyiwa.
Yes, ngamfonela uSifiso.
Yes, I called Sifiso Meyiwa.
Which number were you using?
Wawusebenzisa yiphi
You don't have to
number?
say it, write it down for the sake of POPI Act. Write it down, you show myself and the witness, I mean the state
Okay,
and the
Kumbuzo.
court. You don't have to say
Wamfonela
the number.
Uthi ungayibizi.
Ngamfunela ngamapha amanamba Sifiso.
I can't remember the number I used to call Sfiso
Because nenamba bengiyisebenzisa ngalo nyaka ngisayisebenzisa manje.
because the number I used during that year, I'm no longer using it now.
You see, sir, you are confusing everything now. You know, you are evasive. You remember what you said? You said, under examination in chief, you said you used somebody's phone to phone. That's what you said. Now you are saying that number, you used it long time ago, you are no more using it.
Noma ngabe ukhumbula ke uthe ngathi ke ubusa holo uyena ke umshushisi ukuthi wawungena airtime wena ke wase ucela ifone yomunye umuntu manje ke uthi leyo number usayisebenzisa.
Ngikhuluma ngamanamba ami la.
Here I'm talking about my numbers.
Sir, you don't understand. I don't know whether you don't understand or you did deliberately or you are evasive. You say, my question was, you phoned Sfiso Meyiwa. I never asked you whether you use your number or what. And you testified that you used somebody's phone, correct?
Now I get you.
Yes.
Please use the interpreter.
Oh, okay.
And now, you're saying,
So Tobani, please don't make long statements.
okay, sorry, sir. Interpreter, I apologize for that because he answered in English. Sorry for that. Please use the interpreter, please. We are confusing the record. Just no.
Okay.
You're telling the court that that number, you were using it long time ago, you don't remember it. I didn't ask whether it was your number or what.
Angikubuzanga ke njengoba uqeda ukuthi manje awusayikhumbula leyo number awusayisebenzisi bengakubuzanga ke ukuthi bengakubuzanga ngaleyo number mina.
Bengithi ubuza amanamba ami.
Mr. Madala,
Yes.
the question that is brought your way is about you saying that earlier on that you used somebody's phone. And now you are talking about your phone, which you have since gotten rid of. So he's saying it's like you are making two different statements, that you used your phone, which you have gotten rid of, and at the same time you are saying you used somebody's phone. That is where the confusion is.
I thought he was asking the number I was using at that time. Sorry for that. I thought he was asking that.
Yeah, the question is, earlier on you said you used somebody's phone to phone or to contact Sifiso.
Yes.
And now you are saying the phone you used, which is yours, you have since gotten rid of it.
I thought he was asking my number, my lord. My number I was using at that time.
Yeah, but you hear what I'm saying now?
Yes.
Can you answer that?
Yes, my lord.
That you are saying you borrowed a phone to contact Sifiso, but at the same time you are saying no, the phone I had that time, I have since gotten rid of it, which suggests
No, the number was
which
using.
suggests that you were using your phone when you phoned Sifiso.
Yes, I hear you, my lord.
Yeah.
I didn't hear him clearly.
Okay.
Okay. So, my lord.
Can you answer?
Yes. Can you please repeat the question, please?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
I never asked you where your number. I asked you, you phoned Senzo Meyiwa. You phoned Sfiso Meyiwa.
Yes. I did phone Sifiso Meyiwa.
Yebo ngamfonela uSfiso Meyiwa.
And you remember yesterday you testified that you used somebody's phone to phone him, correct? Is the yesterday or a day before? You used somebody's phone to phone him, correct? I never asked you about your phone number.
Okay, sorry.
No, but do you remember what you said?
Yes.
What you testified about?
Ngasebenzisa manje because benginayo airtime efonini yami.
I used someone's phone because I didn't have airtime on my phone.
Do you remember the name of the person?
Uyamkhumbula leyo muntu lo, igama laleyo muntu lo wasebenzisa ifoni yakhe?
Angisakhumbuli kwakuyabani ne-airtime ngaleso sikhathi.
I can't remember whose phone had airtime at the time, at airtime by then.
I put it to you that when Longwe came in, there was arguments and commotion, and he pulled out a firearm.
Ngithi kwena-ke ngalesikhathi noma wathi uma sengena-ke uLongwe-ke sekukhona-ke lokuphikisana-ke noma lokuxabana-ke khona wasekhipha isibhamu.
Akaze akwenze lokho phambi kwethu, akaze.
He never did that in front of us. Those are lies.
That's when the deceased tussled with him, took the firearm away, said, "Don't laugh, we are serious here, we are dealing with a serious matter. You are laughing. Why are you laughing? Is there anyone who doing a joke here?" Then hand it over to Kelly Kumalo. Then Longwe ran out. Enzo said he did go out. He ran out after they managed to take the firearm from him.
Okwenzeka-ke la ukuthi usikhiphile lesi sibhamu wabe sekukhona-ke ukulwisana-ke okukhona phakathi kwakhe kanye noMufi-ke wabe sesithatha-ke yena-ke uMufi isibhamu leso wanikezela ngaso kuKheli. Ila khona-ke uLongwe aphuma khona.
Mangalihlaza lawo.
Those are lies. Those are lies.
Manga lawo. Into yakhiwe le.
That's something that's made up.
Yakhiwe.
Then, Kelly wanted to give the firearm to the deceased.
Ayikho leyo nto, amanga lawo.
Do you mind to wait for me to finish and wait for the interpreter? What have changed now? That's when a shot went off and hit the deceased at close range.
Thike uKheli-ke wayesefuna unikezela isibhamu asidlulise kuyena-ke uMufi ila khona-ke sasesiqhuma khona-ke isibhamu eseduze kakhulu.
Ayikaze yenzeke leyo.
That thing never happened. That never
Maphuma
happened.
isibhamu bengekho lo ngendlini because waphuma wabaleka yena.
When the firearm went off, Longwe was not in the house because he ran out.
Okay, okay. So you agree with me that Longwe ran out after the firearm was taken away from him? That's what I'm putting to you. Now you agree that Longwe ran out?
Ingabe-ke manje uyavumelana nami uma ngithi uLongwe wabaleka emuva kokuthi isibhamu saphucwa kuyena.
Amanga lawo.
Those are lies.
Then you yourself, you phoned Sfiso Meyiwa to say Senzo Meyiwa was shot by mistake. You never said there was a robbery. You can check even your statements. You said he was shot by mistake and they stopped you. That witness, wait, sir. Wait for the interpreter. That witness will come and testify to the court to that effect what you told him.
Ukufona kwakho-ke ufonela yena-ke uSifiso awukhulumanga lutho-ke ngokubanjwa inkunzi noma-ke ukuthi kwarojwa wamtshela ukuthi uSenzo wadutshulwa ngephutha.
uSifiso ngamfuna ngathi sekudubule kuSenzo. Angikaze ngithi wadubule ngephutha uSenzo. Ngamfuna ngamthe sekudubule kuSenzo la wangibuza ukuthi ngikuphi. Ngathi ngiseGoli because wayengazi ukuthi ngingala.
I called Sfiso. I informed him that Senzo had been shot. I never said anything about a mistake, and then he wanted to know where I was. I told him I was in Johannesburg because he didn't know that I was this side.
So you never told him, Sfiso, there was a robbery here. Senzo was shot. You said Senzo was shot, and they stopped you from communicating with Sfiso. Someone stopped you amongst the ones in the house.
Wena ke awushongo lutho kuSifiso ukuthi ke bekubanjwe inkunzi wathi nje kuphela ukuthi uSenzo usedubulekile kwase kuba nomuntu kulabo ababephakathi endlini okuvimbayo ke ukuthi ungabusaqhubeka ukukhuluma noSifiso.
Amanga la uFiso ngimfonele ngisemnyango khona lapha ke la endlini.
Those are lies. I was at the door.
Ngisemnyango.
I was at the door when I phoned Sifiso there at Kelly's home. So I was not inside the house.
He's saying that you were stopped by someone who said don't communicate with Sifiso.
Uthi ke kunomuntu owakuvimbayo ke owakhuza ke ukuthi ungabusaqhubeka ukukhuluma noSifiso.
Akekho angivimba.
No one stopped me.
Akekho angivimba.
No one stopped me.
If ekhona ngacela ezenkantolo.
If there is such a person, I would request that person to come to court.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for assistance. Sir, you are very elusive. Can you remember what you said yesterday with regard to the phone call?
Usakhumbula okushilo izolo mayelana nocingo lolu owalenza.
I put it to you that you even testified that in fact you phoned him at the hospital. You phoned Fiso at the hospital. Now you're saying you phoned him at the door,
Ngoba
which is the
ke
truth.
ikuphi ke okuyiqiniso ngoba eqalekeni nje uthe wamfonela uSifiso usesibhedlela manje ke uthi wawumi eminyango nkathi umfonela. Ikuphi kuyikona?
Ngamfonela uSifiso singakasungisho ukusuka la ekwenzeka khona isigameko. Angizange ngimfonele ngisesibhedlela.
I phoned Sifiso even before we departed from the scene. I never phoned him when we were in hospital.
Mase ngisesibhedlela bese ngena ama calls. Hayi ukuthi ngafona ngakathi ngisesibhedlela.
When I was at the hospital, that's when calls were coming in. Not that I made a call when I was at the hospital.
You remember when you said the so-called shot went off? You ran into the bedroom. Before you ran into the bedroom, after the shot went off, your ears were like blocked, and you closed your eyes.
Ushilo nje ukuthi uyakhumbula uthi noma uyakhumbula uthi umbuzo uyakhumbula uthi kathi ke isibhamu leso siqhuma usubaleka wena ke ukamereni ukuthi ke kwase indlebe lezi zivaleka ukuvala amehlo. I remember I said that.
You were even led about the visibility. The visibility.
Yes.
And you said you were not sure. You
Wa-
were not
ushi-
sure about the light, the visibility.
Uma usubuzwa ke ukuthi kwakukhanya kanjani ke washo wena ke wathi awusisure.
Mangikhumbula kahle into ebuziwe ukuthi umuntu la eposition ayimkhona wayebonakala yini.
What I remember being asked was where the person was standing, whether that person was visible from that position.
Yes.
Your Lordship, for the sake of progress, I'll leave this one for argument as well. We'll argue otherwise. You remember you said when you were inside the room, it was locked, it could not open. And is it Mtokozis or someone who opened from outside? Whom did he open outside?
Uthe konje ubani wakuvulela nkathi ungakwazi uvula ungaphakathi ekamereni.
Ithe ngicabanga ukuthi umthoko wangivulela wafaka ispoon ummesa ngazi wangivulela ngathi because akuvuleki mawungaphakathi.
I said, I think that Mtogo opened for me. It's either he used a spoon or a knife because I was unable to open from the inside.
You never said you called his name. You said he opened. But in one of your statements, which I'll present it later, you mentioned that you called Mtogoz's name to open. But now, when you testify, you said you just opened. He just opened it from
Ukuchazela
outside.
nje ke okwehlukile nkathi ukufakaza la enkantolo awushongo ukuthi walibiza igama lakhe kodwa kwesinye seyitatement zakho kubhaliwe ukuthi wabiza igama lakhe noma wamemeza igama lakhe waseza ezokuvulela.
Angikaze ngimemeze igama lakhe. Umthoko wezwa azongivula kaze ngilimemeze igama lakhe.
I never called out.
Ngisho njalo.
I never called out his name. Mtogo came to open for me. I don't remember saying like something like that.
With the size of this honorable courtroom, with the size of this honorable courtroom, can you give us the size of the kitchen?
Uma
It doesn't mean,
ungasebenzi-
it doesn't have to be the whole courtroom. You can make your calculation there.
uma
the size of
ungasebenzisa
the-
le nkantolo lena ke usinikeze ukuthi ikhishi lalingakanani.
I'm sorry if I make it difficult for you because there was no inspection in loco in this matter, which is important. Yes, okay, do that.
angeke ngikwazi ukusho isize yekhishi mhlawumbe mawukuthi ufuna ukubona isize ngazo zithomba angeke ngikwazi ukuchaza because angaze ngiyenze indaba yokumele angimeji ukuthi lingakanani ngeke ngikwazi ukulinganisa.
I won't be able to measure the kitchen or to give you the size. Maybe if I were to see the photos,
Or you want us to do inspection in logo? Is that the one? Because from where you're sitting, you estimate from where you're sitting up to anywhere you want in this court. From there up to there, from there up to there. It's up to you. No one is saying do this this time. It's up to you. Estimate at your own making.
Ngiyaxolisa angeke ngikwazi uku-estimate because ekugcineni uma ngi-estimate ngizo-estimate into engayo. That is why ngithi angeke ngikwazi uku-estimate usize wekhishi.
I'm sorry, I won't be able to estimate because it's going to be an inaccurate estimation. I won't be able to estimate the size of the kitchen.
Your Lordship, we have the view that in future we'll make an application for inspection in logo to establish this fact and other facts. There's other facts that will be raised and they will need to be established because the witness cannot estimate. We cannot force him to estimate if he doesn't want to estimate, but it is important that we do an inspection in logo.
Can I get clarity? Are you saying that, are you abandoning this question, or are you saying you will need for an inspection in loco to be conducted so that you can probe some of the issues?
Your Lordship, if the court can assist with this witness to estimate, but he says he cannot estimate, I'm not abandoning the question. I will not
No.
abandon the question, Your Lordship. Hence, I request that there will be a time whereby we'll make such an application because there's other questions that arise from the scene of crime.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You are raising a question, but you are saying in future you will require an inspection in loco.
For the sake of progress, I will park the question. And like when we have a break from tomorrow, there will be a long break, Your Lordship. We'll request that we make an arrangement for inspection in loco.
Yes?
I guess you cannot even estimate the size of the lodge, the dining room.
Ngicabanga ukuthi ke nayo ke i-lounge leyo awukwazi ukuthi unga-estimate ukuthi ingakanani.
Angikho good ekuqaleni mina.
I'm not good in measurements.
Your Lordship, I didn't check my time. My phone was off. The state was indicating me the time. With the leave of the court, I apologize to say, Your Worship, with the leave of the court, Your Lordship, if the court wants us to adjourn now, we may do so. May I be seated, Your Lordship?
Yeah.
Thank you.
May the accused rise. This case is postponed overnight for further hearing with the accused in custody. It's postponed to the 16th of September 2022.
Akwehliselwa kusasa-ke bafethu nge-16 September soqhubeka ngizogcina-ke phakathi kuze kube kusasa.